I am walking Bethabara walking trail today. This is in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and is not far from where I lived when I was in my teens. Of course, the trail wasn't here then. This was all woods, and part of a couple of the buildings of Bethabara are actually in these woods. There's a mill and I think a distillery that they found. And last time I was by them, they hadn't really done much to them. They just found kind of remnants, and they talk about those two places. There's a plaque in front of them. And here we go. This bridge obviously is newer than Bethabara. Bethabara was created in the 1700s as the second and smaller settlement by the Moravians in Forsyth County. And it is historic. It has some nice buildings there. There's there's a fort there, actually. A fort and some gardens, the Bethabara Gardens, and there's, I gotta make sure I'm going the right direction here. Here we go, here, this way. There's also like a tinsmith, I think, there, and it's a nice area. They have a big festival there every year, but it again is much smaller settlement than Old Salem, and I do have an Old Salem video where I walked part of it, and you're welcome to go check that out here on the channel. It's November 2nd, sunny, chilly morning. It's about 60 degrees. Well, yeah, about 60 now. Yeah, it's not quite as chilly as it was. And our time went back last night. This time of year, this is the best time of fall. You get to see all these beautiful colors in the leaves and water running. It's a nice area. I see Mill Race Trail. They're saying don't go that way though. Yeah, looks like it. We'll go up to the top here. They may be doing some work on it. I don't know. Used to be, though, you could go to the mill, and it was just off the trail. Yeah, they're doing, you see, they're doing some work on it back here, so we'll skip that. And they put red dots which way you don't want to go, green or which way you do want to go. Green triangle, so it's very easy to navigate the trails back here. Oh, we'll go over to this. This says caution, but we can go over here. Because it's... Let's check this out. I can't remember. This is the millstone, I believe. I don't know. Yeah, the millstone. Bethabara Mill, 1755. And October 1755, Master Millwright Johann Christensen came to Wachovia Tract for a year. He designed and supervised the mill, the building of it. Searched for stones suitable for millstones. They found what they wanted on South Fork Creek in the southern section of Wachovia. They were finished March 27th and were hauled to the mill site at the end of June through efforts of 5 men and 10 horses in 1756. So there we go. There it is. There's the millstone. All right, or one of them anyway, I'm sure. There were probably others. But the mill site. Mill stockade is rectangular, is on both sides of the creek. The row of 8 refugee cabins in front of the wall on the side nearest the road to the village. Okay, these possibly served as fortified blockhouses used to defend the walls of the fort and the roads approaching the mill. In 1766, that was from a diary back then. Interesting. Well, at least we got to see that. That's been a while. Nice and quiet here. I'm not going to speak much, as this is mostly trail. Perfect morning though to be out here walking. So if you're ever in Winston-Salem, I can certainly recommend coming to see Bethania, as well as going to Old Salem. And the downtown has a good nightlife now. It has changed greatly since I was a young man. I got a little mud here, where the sun's not hitting it and drying it out. Lots of good restaurants and bars. There's like 2 or 3 hotels that have popped up over the last decade in downtown. Movie theater, Aperture Cinema. A lot of great movies and indie movies as well. Let's see. We're going to go to the left here. I'm going to cross this bridge. Head on Heading out into some open area here. It's just a beautiful time of year. I was thinking earlier, there's a bike trail in Virginia I like to go to, the Virginia Creeper. You ever get a chance to go there, it's terrific. It's up in you can go to Damascus, Virginia, little town, and rent a bike. There's like a little tiny town. It's got more bike shops than anything. They'll rent you a bike, take you to the top of the trail, and it's just a great day bike trip. You get back just in time for an early dinner. And it's beautiful. If it wasn't for the high tension towers, this would be a beautiful shot. Still, such a gorgeous day. I think I mentioned I'm going to Vietnam in January. End of January. This is one thing I will miss, is the leaves changing color. In fall, and then in the spring, the flowers just booming and coming out and all that color. Then I will miss the change of seasons. Can't say I would miss winter, but the rest of it, yeah. When I lived here, we got back of houses over here. It's almost to the end of the trail. But when it would rain, this would flood. And they did a lot of work to it. And it would come up to the back of those houses. I mean, it would flood hugely. The road would be flooded out. You couldn't even go down here. And I guess, wow, just 30 years ago they did some work on it. And now it doesn't flood. It's a beautiful area. is here. I think that's so great they're doing that. Scan there if you want to see what they've been finding, okay? Here you go. Here it talks all about it. Track and kip. Okay. Well, so this part of it, as you can see, is paved, and it goes out to Old Town Drive, and not far from here, probably less than half a mile, is Bethabara, or Bethania. I get them confused. There's also Bethania, little town that still exists today, actually inside the Winston-Salem city limits, but it's its own incorporated town. Very small. And there's the continuation of our trail over here. We're going to have to cross the road. Nice wide sidewalk in. And we'll go over here to the historic site I mentioned. Greenway to Fort. All right. And this is a historic wildlife preserve as well. Oh, looks like it's flooded. We may have to try to walk in the grass a little way. It's okay. I think I can manage that. Actually hasn't rained here in a few days. It's just, I think where it's located, it gets quite a bit of shade, and so it hasn't had time to really dry out. But right now it seems to be getting a lot of sun. Slip over here. There we go. Let me try the other side on the way back. Let's go on up here. There we go. Now we're getting dried out. There we go. Okay. All right. Oh, I see through the trees here. There's a building over there, old wooden building. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. Yeah, we're getting there. There's the fort, part of it. Yeah, here we go. Here's the wooden bridge. Simple bridge across. We'll take that. Alright. It's been a long time since I've been down here. You got these. This looks like a well. Sure enough, Tavern Well. 1763. They dug wells to line them with stone. Mechanical wooden pumps were more advanced than a rope and a bucket and brought up the water through hollow wooden stocks. All right. We'll take a look at it here. It's getting pretty warm now. Take off my jacket. Hans Wagner cabin. Hunter Trapper Miller built this cabin in 1752. Huh. Okay. Alright, I'll edit around this. There's more of it there. Down here, check this out. Oh, a bake oven, and this was reconstructed. If you can see that. Built an oven to bake bread almost immediately upon arrival. No original oven currently exists. There was a photograph taken in the early 20th century by one that was in a nearby community of Friedland. This is an interpretive reconstruction. Okay, interesting. I guess they'd build a fire underneath and bake it in there. There's more to this, a lot more. I don't know what these are. Let's see. Doesn't really say on this side either, but you can see the type of construction they used to do, just like simple buildings, mud, wood. And in case I didn't mention it, this is the garden. They do volunteers do this every year. They take care of this garden. And over there in the distance is the fort. And what do we got here? What this building is? There's quite a bit of signage for this. This is the storehouse. Lodging for strangers. Well, you can, sir, you can stay in the storehouse. In case of need, we can lodge 2 sick guests here. You gotta be sick to stay in there. Well, I guess that's a smart thing to do. There we go. Big sign. Home of the first Moravian settlers in 1753 to 1754. Bethabara Park. There's a map of the area. A map. Excavated flask. 15 settlers arrived here in 1753. The only existing structure was an abandoned Hans Wagner cabin. Huh. Interesting. And in case you want to I don't know if that's going to come through. Tour and explore. I'd like to see that over there. I don't know if we can get to it. Let's see what that says. I'm going to jump this fence. This massive fence here, I'm going to jump. There we go, so we can get over to this sign. Could have just went around, but there's what it is. This is, oh, this was the Bethabara Tavern. Alright. Alright, yeah, so this was, oh, wow, that's a small tavern. And then this, dwelling or cow house reconstructed. Okay. Want to pause any of this and read it? I guess you can. Alright, well, I think that's going to do it for me. I'm going to walk back and go get some breakfast. Thanks for watching. This was kind of a test run for the Action 5 I bought. The DJI Action 5, which is what I'm using. If you like it, thanks. Please like and subscribe. All right. About another less than 90 days, I will be in Vietnam, and I'll be taking everyone with me. I will. I'll have a camera mounted on my backpack, so that way I can film the journey. I'll be heading to Chicago and then to Tokyo. From Tokyo, I'll be arriving in Ho Chi Minh City. So if you're interested, subscribe. You'll get notified when I release videos. And let me know what you think. Give me some tips if you have any place, if you've been to Ho Chi Minh City and there's a place you think I should go, maybe off the beaten path, someplace not in the tour books. Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. I'll be there in Ho Chi Minh City probably for about 3 months, and then I'm going to maybe Da Nang. Maybe I haven't really made a firm decision yet, but Da Nang's a good possibility. So, like I said, you'll be on the ride with me. Looks like someone left some food. Okay. And that's it for now. Thanks. I hope you have a wonderful week.